Good morning, crafters, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. I'm Georgia. It's Wednesday, so it must be YouTube Live. We'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe to our channel. We would love for you to be part of our sunflower family. Let's head down to the crafting table and let's get started. Remember, all the dimensions will be listed on our blog right here at creativemomentsbyg.com, and all the supplies and materials will be listed right below this video. We are working with Zany zebras today. Oh my goodness, this little guy is absolutely the cutest little stamp. We're also going to use Night of Navy. And let me show you the card. Now, I have another card to show you at the end. Look at this cute fun fold. Is this not the cutest little guy? Happy birthday. It's time to celebrate. You open it up, and there is our card. Now, notice, this part right here is just a base. It doesn't open up. Here's the card part. So let's go ahead and talk about the supplies you need. Well, you're going to need that base we talked about. And then you're going to need an actual card that you cut. Now, I have this one cut, but I'm going to cut it for you just so that I can show you it's super easy to cut. You'll need the mat for the inside. This is on the outside of the card. And then, of course, we need our little square, right, for our little zebra guy. And then this is our tab that hooks this to our card. So let me show you how to cut this card. You're going to take your trimmer and you're going to extend that wonderful arm that we have, right? And you are simply going to cut it at 10.5. It just cuts a little bit off. And then we're going to cut it at 4 inches. So this is actually going to make your card part. Now, we need to get half of this, and half of it is 5 1/4. So you're going to score it. Then you're going to fold it. Go ahead and crease it. You have your card, but we need 1 inch of this cut off. So just put it back into your trimmer, line it up with the inch mark, and go ahead and cut that off. And there you have your card. I just wanted to show you that because it can be a little confusing, but you see how easy it is. So we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to get stamping. Now, we know we need our little zebra right here on the front, so we're going to stamp first. And we are going to stamp our cute little guy that looks like this. And it comes with 3 different zebras. So we're going to go ahead and put him right there. Hold it for good contact and then lift up. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a zebra peeking around. And here's the little guy that's going to peek around the corner. So we are going to go ahead and stamp him. And now on this, I'm going to put him to the side. Now on this little guy, a little bit of ground that gives us some coverage. So we're going to go ahead and put that on a stamp block, and we're going to put him right there just to give us a little bit of ground. Look at that little guy. I think we're going to say it's time to celebrate. So I'm going to go ahead and get that in the Night of Navy. And we are just going to put it's time to celebrate. And hold it for good contact. And then bring it up. And look at that. Oh, so cute. Now, the next thing we need to do is decide what color are we going to paint these little guys. Now, I think we need to use blues because look at the DSP that I've cut out. Isn't that gorgeous? That's our new DSP that we have. And remember, all the supplies will be listed on the blog. I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green. And I am simply going to go over the lines on the zebra. Now, I am going to go over every single one and then every other one And then I'm going to see what it looks like to bring in some blue so that we have two colors. This design turned out so cute. You could use it for the flowers that they have in the annual catalog. I'm going to go ahead and use bronze on his little hooves. I'm just going to make it kind of pink, a little pink. There we go. Just like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this little guy. We want to color him too, right? Okay, so look at our little guy. Look at him. Isn't he cute? So we're going to get him cut out, and now we're going to start putting together our card. So we have our base, right? Let's go ahead and use our silicone mat in case we get any glue. We don't want it on our table. We have our mat on the inside, right, so that we can write our message. But you want to make sure that you have your tab that is actually used for the flat. So you need to put that behind the white mat. So let's go ahead and get that lined up. We'll go ahead and get some glue on it. And I think I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue because it really does stick well. Just going to get that like that, and I'm going to line it up right in the center. Make sure it flaps right over. Just make sure that is straight. Okay, now we can turn it over. Just get some glue on there and get it right on our card. Now, that's a good tip. Always use your silicone mat so that if you get some glue, you don't get it on your table if you get it outside the area of the card. So now it's starting to take shape, right? Well, we can go ahead and lay this down on our base. So we're going to go ahead and get some of our multi-purpose glue. Just get it on the back. You don't have to use much because this stuff is powerful. Okay, so here we have this. Now we need to go ahead and put this down on the front panel. And then we are ready to get our little square going. See how easy this goes together? And I'm telling you, this layout is so nice for all cards. Now we have our card that goes here. We have our little guy that goes here. So we are going to use dimensionals to set it up on the front of our little card base, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead, just get him about right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Now, we are going to go ahead and get that set down. So, we need it about right there. Need about that much. Just glue that so that we don't get it anywhere else. We are going to put it down right there and just hold it for just a moment while it sets, right? And now we have to do something to the inside. We have to stamp a little guy on the inside, right? Now I am going to use a piece of paper right here because I am going to mask it off, and I'm just going to stamp a little bit of him. I'm going to use my memento. And we're just going to have him coming up just like that. Now we have to color him. We can't leave him uncolored. So we're going to grab our Granny Apple Green. Just go over those areas, every other one. Okay, get some on the legs and bring in our little, the pink that we're using is light Rococo Rose. Then we're going to bring in our bronze for his hooves, right? Okay, and we don't have to put anything on the inside. So look at this. It's time to celebrate. Now, if this bothers you right here, you can cut another square and you can cover that up. That way you won't see it. It's time to celebrate. You open it up and there we have his little friend. I just love the way he's looking back. Now, this is the one I showed you earlier. It's a little different. It's only one little guy. Happy birthday. It's time to celebrate. Look at those colors. Now, I told you I had another one to show you. This is our new DSP. Look at this. You party animal. And he's looking back at his friend. And then you open it up. And there we have it. Did you like that card? I love that fun fold. I think that is a great layout for any card that you might want to make. Well, crafting friends, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. Remember, be safe, be healthy, be creative in your crafting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.